So welcome everyone, Angus Levy for Trading with Angus, and we're about to start trading. We actually have a signal there on Euro NZD I'm just looking at. May just wait and see if it comes back down again. There we go. Let's take it for a call. Enter. Caught that beautifully. I hope you guys did too, but that was quite a sudden jump. Wow, my goodness. I'm also going to take EuroCAD. Get ready, EuroCAD for a call. Enter. Wow, that is some candle. Be prepared to take that for a put in the next little bit. Just keep an eye on it. So this will be Euro NZD for a possible put. Yeah, enter. Now, unfortunately, oh, EuroCAD's in the money. Good. Oh, no, spoke too soon. Hop back out again. So get ready for a second entry. EuroCAD, second entry for a call. Enter. Ah, damn. Look at that. That's where I was trying to get an entry. NZD though is so far behaving. We'll just get EuroCAD ready for a third entry if necessary. Oh, darn it. We're back in the money, back in the money. Yeah, okay, good. Okay, Euro NZD, get ready for third potential entry. Okay, enter. Come on, EuroCAD. Get back up there. I just thought, did I say Euro NZD that time or did I say EuroCAD?
EuroCAD.
Okay, all right, good. Now stay up. Be nice. Okay, good. Looking at Euro NZD again for a potential put once more. We'll just wait and see what it does. Okay, Euro NZD for a potential put. Just wait for it to peter out. And enter. Okay, Okay, get ready with the second entry. Will it do us a favor or not? Ah, that's cruel. Come on down. Okay. Oh, second entry, go in, go in. Oh, damn it. See, I was just pausing to see what it was going to do, and of course it dived. Come on, back you come. Okay, third entry, get ready. Whoa. Enter. General direction is strongly downwards. My only worry is the it's petering out a bit. Yeah, so we might be okay. Oh, come on. Come on. Yes. It's okay for me to do the sighing. And
I got an extra winner on that one.
you're great. Lovely. Oh, now look at it.
Trust me, I was sighing as
Down.
well.
Oh my goodness. Sorry, what was that, Brad?
I said, trust me, I was sighing as well.
Yeah, I know.
But I got it in the end, so it was all good.
Yeah, good. So what's that? Is that number, excuse me, 4 or 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. According to this. Yeah. All right. Looking at Euro NZD again. Okay, I'm going to give Euro NZD another go for put. Enter. And we have Euro CAD also for potential put. Enter. Okay, have Euro NZD ready for a second entry.
Which one?
Euro NZD for a second entry. Get ready. We're only one pipette out, so, well, now tied. Come on down. Okay, second entry, enter. Oh, oh. Frustrating. Okay, EuroCAD also. It's in the money. Hold on, is it? Did we win EuroCAD? Sorry, I have to double check that. I don't think so. EuroCAD for a second entry. No, enter. Oh, sugar. Zips up. Now behave. Have it ready for a third, just in case. We're looking okay at the moment. All right, good. EuroCAD. No, EuroCAD, we're going to need that third entry again. All right, get ready. Enter. Just on the 61.8. Oh, sugar, sorry about that. It's a strong downward trend, so we'll just wait for it to maybe, you know, give up. So it's show obvious signs of it coming down. I mean, the MBFX is very high now. Value charts are in the overbought area too. Okay, let's take it for a put. Get ready. Enter. Okay, guys, sorry. We're up to a fifth again. And same pair, EuroCAD. I could zip down. Can easily zip down. Come on. Give it up. It's on that area of support now. Come on. Yes, there you go. Give it up. There we go. Excellent. See, that's called candle whispering.
Candle sawing.
They call me the candle whisperer. Now, guys, that was a bit of stress, but you actually all benefited from that. We all made a little bit extra because we were in that bit deeper on the fourth entry, and especially on the fifth. You actually end up getting the equivalent of 2 for the price of 1. But you have to go through all of that heartache. I know we would all prefer not to have to do that. But when we win, it's actually, we get paid for the trouble. 1, 2, we got our 6.
I'm up 7.86.
Yeah, we've got our 6. And just with the way the market is moving, I think we will leave it at that. Okay. How about the rest of you? Are you happy enough?
Yeah, I'm happy to leave it there. It's just a little bit too nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
I think we've it's enough stress. They say stress can be good for you in small doses, so that's what we're giving ourselves.
Small doses.
So 11,000. I'm back up to where we were on Monday morning, within 100 $100 of it. One more trade and I'd be even. So I've recovered that big loss we had on Monday. And we still have one more session to go. Yeah, I'm down 1.17% for the week. So you see what I mean, though? The system does work. Yes, I was lucky. I did take a fourth entry at one time. Well, it was a third and then a fourth, and I won them both. So that helped me. But that was the only, I think, deeper entry I took, and that was unintentional. But generally, I say it takes about 3 days to take a recovery. And by the looks of it, it'll be in 2 days. I'll have it done. And Brian, if he's here, I have to say thank you for that wonderful, no, he's not here, but he posted a lovely little testimonial for us. He bought the system off me a month or so ago, and he's just been working away, getting used to it, learning from his mistakes, and it's sort of now clicking. It's a bit like riding a bike, folks. You know, at first you just don't know what's going on. It's impossible to read and all this sort of stuff, and then suddenly it all starts to become clear as you understand what is actually going on. You know, for example, you know, what is the value charts doing? Is Vanessa here? Yes, you are. Vanessa, I know you didn't understand them, but basically what they're showing us is when price is trying to gather strength to break through a previous resistance, you'll see that the value charts come back down, okay, more than they do here. And even if you look here, the value charts kept on going down. Now, what that was telling me, even though price was going up, what that was telling me was it was gathering strength to break through this area here. That's its next target area to break through. And that's what it's trying to do. And it just still didn't have the strength. So it's coming back down here to gather more strength to go back up. And this is the overbought area. So as you can see, it's not in that area yet. And it's still trying to break through. Now, will it do it or not? At the moment, I'm not sure. It has the strength now in both the MBFX and the value charts to break through that if it does decide to go back up. Now, obviously, we had a downward signal, so it's coming down first. So it may well come all the way down to the 38.2 before it rebounds and then attacks that again with new strength and energy. I hope that helped a little bit. I think the other one you weren't sure about was the Bollinger Band. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Now, what the Bollinger Bandwidth does is it just tells us, here are your Bollinger Bands, okay? And as you can see, as time goes on, those sort of go in and out. And if you look here, they're very compressed, okay? They're in what I call constriction, very narrow. That's because price has basically been going sideways, you know, doing nothing. And if you look, the Bollinger Bandwidth came down below the 5 level on the red. And price does not like being in constriction. It wants to try and break out of that area. So you see it came back up again, but still not, it didn't come out of constriction. When it's above the 8, it's out of constriction. All right. Now it's okay to take trades all the way down into constriction on the blue and the magenta and the orange. But once I'll take the trades on the ISA, whether it's in constriction or not, I don't mind. But the price, again, as I said, likes to break out of constriction. That's what it did here. See, it was in constriction and it suddenly said, I've had enough of this, and boom, up it went. Now we benefited from both this and this, and then it still wasn't comfortable, okay? Even here, it wasn't quite out of constriction fully, and it blew up again, and it's now in a comfortable range for itself. I mean, if you look at the difference between, oh, we can't even see the bottom, but let's say it's 170 compared to a pipettes wide compared to 38. So that just gives you an idea of what it likes. And these are much easier to trade when it's out of constriction than in constriction, because when it's in constriction, the tiny little movements of, you know, because the candles go really small, you could be winning or losing a trade by just one pipette in the final second. And it's very frustrating. Whereas here, yes, you do get those big sudden movements like here, which caught us out, but you generally have nice, steady, strong movements, and it's much easier and much less stressful to trade when price is out of constriction. All right, guys, 20 past. How long did that take us to do those 6? Probably not that long.
Yeah, 13 to 15 minutes.
Is that all? Yeah.
Yeah,
13. Yeah.
to
13.
15 minutes.
We started at 12 exactly. Yeah. We started at 12.
Yep.
We were finished by 13.
Just say quarter past.
13 minutes. Yeah, to take those 6. So
Angus, do you have a number?
Yeah.
Do you have a number of indicators that you say, okay, I've got 4 things happening. This is going to be the trade. I've got 6 things happening. This will be the trade. Like, where are the things that you want lined up?
yeah. Okay. Ideally, I want to see the MBFX above the 20 or below the 20. Okay. I like to see it hitting a major FIBO. Now, the major ones for me are the 0, 38.2, 61.8, 100 and anything above. The 23.6 and the 50 are, they're important, but they're not as strong as the 38.2 and the 61.8. Okay. So I like to see price at those. I also look for the Bollinger Bands. You know, where is it? You see how it just sort of tips it and then pulls back off it. You'll see that all the time. Price will, you know, because they act like a support and resistance almost as well. So
Isn't that the mid range? The one in the center? Isn't that the mid?
it's the mid range, but it'll still act as a, in this case, a resistance level for it. Now it's got the strength to blow up through it, but it's still finding a resistance at that level. And obviously the support and resistances also are quite important. In 2 ways. One, you know, when price breaks through a support or a resistance, it will tend to carry on in that direction for the next candle or 2 before it may reverse again. And again, it's important to check where the MBFX is to have an idea, well, is it strong enough to break through this resistance or support? Or if it's, you know, for example, if it was coming down and the MBFX was down here, I would be saying to myself, I don't think it might have the strength to break through. It may break through for maybe 1 or 2 pipettes or a little bit more. Or in this case, to get down to the FIBO, and then it'll break back up again, which is exactly what it's done here. Does that make sense?
So and the MBFX, where do you see strength? What do you consider strength in the MBFX?
Well, rather than strength, I'm looking for when it's overbought or oversold. So
when it turns either to yellow or green?
Yeah,
okay.
Well, that's all. What that's showing me is the yellow means it's on the turn, green means it's heading up, and the orange is it's heading down. Okay, that's basically what that means. But what I'm looking for is it to be at or ideally below the 20 or the same with the 80 before I would ideally take a trade. Now, sometimes you'll see me ignoring that, even in this position here. For example, we had a signal there. Now, I didn't have enough reasons to take that trade if I was trading, because there was just the signal. There was no support or resistance. It's no Bollinger Band. It's between the Bollinger Bands. You know, there wasn't enough reasons for me to say, yeah, let's take this trade.
Mhm.
So I would have let that one go. So I'm looking to get at least 3 reasons to take a trade.
Okay.
So I'm looking for example, if it was up here and it gave the signal, oh, I'd be on that in a flash, even if that wasn't, you know, if it was say just below the 80, I would still take that, because you have the resistance, outer Bollinger, and the 100 Fibo, and it's close enough to the holy channel as well. So that would have been 4 potential reasons to take that trade on top of the indicator arrow.
And your holy channels, so you said there's a backside to it and a front. Something that you had said yesterday where it was coming up on the underside. So it seemed like it was coming through the red.
Yeah, so
Then the
sometimes what
blue.
happens is it maybe what I was talking about, if I understand, was it had blown through, it had actually come on down through the holy channel. So it was way, in that case, out of its zone. Price likes to go in a channel, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So what it's doing here is it's bouncing between points. Do you see that? And now that the next point is going to be down here somewhere, probably. You know, in the next 10 or 15 minutes. Now it can break through that. And when it does that, you keep a close eye then for, is there anything else, usually a support or resistance that might put a stop to it? And also, where is it on the, you know, as far as the value charts and the MBFX is concerned, to know, is this overbought or oversold, or does it have still strength behind it to go further? And you might also then maybe take a quick flick into the higher time frame. Now, the only thing is it changes all of these because they repaint. But when I go to the higher time frame, I'm thinking, okay, I can see that price is actually in a downward direction for the next little while, because it's high on the MBFX, it's mid-range on the value chart, but the chances are price is going to go down over the next 15, 20 minutes, half an hour. So I'll be ideally looking for puts. And in that case, what I was saying earlier, price is more than likely going to come all the way down to here over the next 15, 20 minutes. Now, what will it do in the next, in between? It'll probably bounce up and down a little bit, okay? But eventually it'll hit this line, and then bounce back up.
So
right.
during consolidation, you're not quite the fan of trading within consolidation because of the wicking, because you think it'll wick itself
I'm
out?
not a fan of it purely because we're trading 1 minute trades. And when it's in consolidation, let me just draw this back here. You're talking about usually very tiny little candles. And yeah, wicking, exactly. It's going to be, you know, it's going to be moving up and down, maybe only 2 or 3 pipettes. But the problem is, you know, when it's behaving like that, you're going to be, I'm just going to see if I can find a pair that is actually behaving like that. Yeah, you know, let's imagine this is only 2 or 3 pipettes, and in between it's sort of bouncing up and down, and it can be doing that every couple of seconds. And you may have got what you believe is an okay entry, but in between that it's bouncing up and down, and you can win or lose in the last second. And you saw that happened to us earlier on. You know, we were way in the money, and then just over the last 5 to 10 seconds, price just came on down and knocked us out. Now, does that mean that our original decision to take that trade was wrong? Absolutely not. all it meant was that price had decided to come down and test that entry point again. Or we might have got our entry might have been, you know, let's say that's where I was aiming for. But of course, it bounced back up and I caught my entry here. Now price then could have gone up and then came down just before the end of the minute to test that entry, that ideal entry point once more. Now, hopefully on the second go, we get that ideal entry point and then it goes up. But again, it's with the 1 minute trades, there's a lot of sort of, I don't want to say luck, but in a way it is luck when it's bouncing to get the right entry position. And that's, again, why sometimes we have to go to the 4th or even the 5th in order to catch the correct entry. Because the price may be going in the right direction, okay, that we are presuming it should go in, but it's just when we take our entry, we catch an unfortunate movement.
Okay. All right.
Okay, good. All right,
Okay,
guys, we'll
thank
see you back here at 3 o'clock my time, 2.5 hours for the 3rd session. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Bye bye.
Thank you all. Bye-bye.
All right, see you. Bye.